PrizePicks. Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we are looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 150 likes, we will be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. And also, do us a favor by hitting the hype button as well. We really do appreciate all of your support. Now, we do want to take a quick moment and give you guys a huge apology. It seems like there were some technical errors with our last upload in our video. There was no audio for whatever reason. So again, we do apologize for that. And to make it up to you guys, we will be dropping a bonus pick at the end of this video. Although we did not reach our like goal in our last video, just to apologize for that technical mix-up, we will be dropping again a bonus pick at the end of this video, so make sure to stay tuned for that extra pick. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Thursday slate of games, so take a moment again and hit that like button again. If this video gets above 150 likes, we will be dropping bonus picks in our next video. For our first pack, we'll be headed over to the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for less than 45.5 PRA. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this line, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, has actually failed to exceed in 8 of his last 10 games, including in 4 of the last 5 games he's played this season, despite his incredibly hot start to the season with a couple of double overtime games to start the season. Additionally, this line, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has failed to exceed in 65% of his last 20 games, as well as a line that last season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander failed to exceed in over 60% of the games he played. Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder will be facing off against a Washington Wizards defense that has not been very good overall when it comes to defending against their opponent's PRA totals at the guard position. However, coming into this game, we do see a high probability chance for a blowout in which Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the other Oklahoma City starters will get early rest, leading to lower lines for their starters, especially SGA. Here's the Wizards' defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards, for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, with the high blowout opportunity for this game, we do not like SGA for the over on this line. Now taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that SGA is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 38 minutes per game. However, again, with the high blowout opportunity for this game, similar to when the OKC Thunder faced off against the Atlanta Hawks and blew them out, and SGA failed to reach this line, we do expect a similar outcome for this game against the Wizards, and for SGA to fall below this line. On his career, SGA has been a phenomenal scorer and has put up some nice rebounds and assist stats. And again, while SGA is more than capable of exceeding this line, considering these circumstances, we do not feel he will exceed it. So for all these reasons, we do expect SGA to fall below this line. Now for our next play, we'll be headed over to the points plus assists tab, and this time we'll be taking Jimmy Butler for more than 24.5 points plus assist. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Jimmy Butler has actually exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games, including in 2 straight games. Going over this line, 4 of the last 5 games he's played this season. Additionally, this line Jimmy Butler has exceeded in 70% of his last 20 games. As well as a line, he exceeded in over 40% of the games he played last season. Now, Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors will be facing off against a Milwaukee Bucks defense that has been pretty average overall when it comes to defending against their opponents' points plus assists, giving up a fair share of points and assists to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against opponent shooting guards, while the Bucks are ranked slightly higher, they still are giving up a fair share amount of points as well as assists to the position. Here's the Bucks defensive numbers against opponent small forwards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we expect Jimmy Butler to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Jimmy Butler is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 36 minutes per game. And one of the things we do like about Jimmy Butler is his high efficiency from the field. Over his last 10 games, near 50% field goal shooting on nearly 14 attempts per game, shooting a solid 41% from behind the arc over his last 10 games. He is taking just under 4 attempts per game, which we would like to see slightly higher, but nonetheless still shooting a solid percentage from behind the arc and a solid overall field goal percentage from the field. So overall, we do like Jimmy Butler to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. In his career, Jimmy Butler has been a solid scorer as well as a decent playmaker for his position this season, over 21 points per game and close to 5 assists per game. In coming into this game against a poor Milwaukee Bucks defense when it comes to defending against opponent scoring as well as playmaking, we do like Jimmy Butler to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Jimmy Butler for more than 24.5 points plus assist. Now, for those of you who are wisely making picks on Underdog as well, we want to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Isaiah Hartenstein for lower than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Bam Adebayo for lower than 0.5 double-doubles. If you guys like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on whether or not players will have double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all their free picks, discounted player props, and promos they are dropping on a day-to-day basis. Right now, they do have this very nice feature where they will give you an additional $100 in bonus cash when you play your first 5. So again, if you aren't already on Underdog, sign up using code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our next play, we'll be under the turnovers tab, and this time we'll be selecting Victor Wembanyama for less than 3.5 turnovers. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this is a line Victor Wembanyama has actually failed to exceed in 7 of his last 10 games. Now, he did go well above this line in his last game with 4 turnovers against the Toronto Raptors. And coming into this game, we do think this will be an area of focus for Wembanyama to keep his turnovers lower, as he typically isn't a high turnover guy. As you can see, over his last 20 games, falling below this line in 65% of them, as well as in 3 of the 4 games he's played this season, including 2 games in which he had high usage minutes and finished with 0 turnovers. Last season, this was a line Wembanyama failed to exceed in 50% of the games he played, which is also nice to see. Now, Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs will be facing off against a Miami Heat defense that this season has not been very good overall when it comes to forcing turnovers from their opponents. Not ranked very high overall, and when it comes to forcing turnovers against the opponent's center position, they are again not forcing a lot of turnovers from the position. Here's Miami's defensive numbers, forcing turnovers against opponent power forwards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we don't expect Victor Wembanyama to have plenty of opportunity to exceed this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Victor Wembanyama is getting a solid amount of playing time over his last 10 games, just 33 minutes. For a starter, is not that high overall. And taking a quick look here at his career stats, we see that Victor Wembanyama has not been too much of a turnover over his career, under 4 turnovers per game each season. This season, he is off to a much better start with less than a couple of turnovers per game through the first 4 games of the season. And again, after a high turnover game in his last outing, we do expect Victor Wembanyama to make this an area of focus for him and for him to fall below this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Victor Wembanyama for less than 3.5 turnovers. Alright, those are our picks for today, and don't forget to stay tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. And again, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 150 likes, we will be dropping another bonus pick in our video tomorrow. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to sign up for the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Alright, now for our bonus pick, and we will be under the rebounds tab, and this time we will be selecting Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line, Giannis Antetokounmpo, has actually exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games, including in 3 of the 4 games he's played this season, going well above this line. Additionally, this is a line Antetokounmpo has actually exceeded in 50% of his last 20 games, as well as a line Giannis exceeded in over 40% of the games he played last season. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks will be facing off against the Golden State Warriors defense that has not been very good overall when it comes to defending against their opponent power forward position, giving up a fair share amount of rebounds to the position. Here's the Warriors' defensive numbers against opponent centers for those of you who want to see that as well. Again, giving up a fair share amount of rebounds to the position. So overall, coming into this game, we do like Giannis Antetokounmpo to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Giannis Antetokounmpo is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 36 minutes per game. And one of the things we really do like about Giannis Antetokounmpo is his great rebounding ability over his last 10 games, near 20 potential or rebound chances per game, really crashing the glass on every possession, whether miss or make. So overall, coming into this game, we do like Giannis Antetokounmpo to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been a phenomenal rebounder. This season off to a very hot start, 14 rebounds per game through 4 games. And just taking a look at his last few seasons, he has been well around that 12 rebound mark per game on the season. So coming into this game against a poor Golden State defense when it comes to defending against their opponent's rebounds, we do like Giannis Antetokounmpo to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, for our bonus pick, we will be taking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, we do greatly appreciate if you guys would take a moment and hit that hype button for us and drop a comment down below letting us know which of these picks you will be taking as well as the ones you won't. It really helps the community out. We thank you guys for watching, and we thank you to all of our channel members as well, and we'll see you in our next video.